What's good, YouTube? We back with another video. So I'm recording the second video for y'all. So in today's video, we finna talk about when to pay off y'all credit cards so y'all can have on-time payment history and y'all can actually start growing credit using y'all credit cards. So if you apply for a credit card, whatever it is, secured, unsecured, whatever it is, you gotta know when to use it. Because if you're using it regular, you can use it and it can report to the bureaus. Matter of fact, it's not even reporting to the bureaus. It's gonna look like you're not using your credit card. All right, it's gonna stay open, but you're gonna have no on-time payment history. None of that. You're gonna have an open credit card. You're gonna be basically using it like a regular debit card. So today's video, I'm gonna talk about when to actually pay your credit card bill, and I'll give you a couple examples. So today we're gonna look at this little chart or whatever. As y'all can see, it's a billing cycle and a grace period. Those two. You have the opening date, closing date, and then you have the statement date, due date. It's a lot of dates, this dates that, this date, this date. So if y'all already know what this is, y'all can just skip through it or whatever, or just like the video because it helps the YouTube algorithm. But your billing cycle has two things. It has an opening date and closing date. As y'all can see, the opening date is when your billing cycle starts, and the closing date is when your billing cycle ends, basically your statement date. Credit bureaus, they're not looking and keeping track of your everyday life. You know, you buy something with your credit card, boom, it's reporting. Buy something with your credit, boom, it's reporting. I gotta pay this off on my due date or even earlier. No, it doesn't work like that. They report monthly. So the reason why they have a billing cycle, they have an opening date and closing date. This is going to be all your payments racked up. They're going to rack up all your payments within this opening and closing date. By that closing date, you're going to have a grace period. This grace period is basically your time to pay on your due date. So for example, as y'all can see, I can show y'all. So as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see it. So as y'all can see, my shit ended around the 18th. I don't know if y'all can see that. November 18th. So today is November 24th. As I'm making this video, it's November 24th. So November 18th is when it closed. Soon as one closes, another one opens. Soon as one closes, another one opens. So for example, say mine's ended on November 18th. Another one opened November 19th. So it's not gonna close all the way until December 19th or December 18th, somewhere around there. So that's a whole month. That's all my bills, anything I start buying within that month. Now as y'all can see, my due date is on the 13th. So my due date is on the 13th. So all the way until December 19th is when it ends. But my due date is December 13th. So basically, I'm not going to have to pay that until January 13th. Because my due date is on the 13th of every month. So I have basically 2 months, a month and a half to pay that off. So that's how you actually want to pay your bill. You have to wait until it closes. But y'all got to remember y'all utilization. So you have 5,000 minus that 30%, and that's how much you're able to use. You're able to use the whole thing, but before that closing date, y'all gotta pay off whatever y'all gotta pay off, so that 30% utilization is only reporting. So as soon as that closing date close, 30% gets reported to the bureaus. Now they're just waiting on that due date. They're just waiting on your due date to pay that off. Boom. As soon as you pay that off, they see that you make on-time payments. Boom. Boom. Now you have on-time payment history. You do that every month. You start using your credit card like your regular debit card. Every month you're gonna have on-time payment, boom, boom. So when you go to get a loan or whatever you need to do, you use your credit cards. You have on-time payment. So remember, it's an opening date, closing date. All your bills are racked up and within there, and then you pay on your due date. Make sure keep it under 30% utilization. You don't want to go over. If you go over, you're just gonna look desperate for credit. They don't want to deal with people that's desperate for credit, who live off credit. So it's good to be in debt. Utilize your debt. Remember, opening, closing date, and then after your closing date, just remember another one opens right after that date. So you have to keep up with your payments on what your payment. If they give you a minimum payment, pay that minimum payment. But make sure you keep track of all the other payments that's going on with that month before, and keep doing that. So you just keep track of your payments. It's kind of complicated, but you get used to it. It's not really that hard. It's just their system to keep track, because they can't keep track of everyone daily. They keep track of everyone's account monthly. Everything gets reported monthly. Same thing when you're getting a car. When you get a car, you go to buy a car, it doesn't report on your account until that month after. So you go hit like 5 dealerships, get 10 cars, whatever you need to do. So that's how it works. It reports monthly. Remember that. So that's when you pay your credit card. It's not that hard. It's for people who don't really know when to pay their credit card, because at one point I didn't even know when to pay my credit card. So other than that, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to tell y'all where to get authorized users, all that. That's going to be the next video. So I think I might just make that right now. I don't know. But till the next video, peace.